Hello, good morning, YouTube. This is Shelby from Superior Solutions, if you don't already know me by now. All right, so I'm always coming to you guys with some really good information, and I do have clothes on in here, but I'm setting the tone because the whole point of this actual video is to go over some really good home buying programs. And specifically, I want to talk about the Bank of America's zero money down home loan situation, and then that particular program versus the legacy home loan program. Okay, if you don't know about legacy home loans, we'll go over them and then briefly, and then I'll give you guys some information. Obviously, the links will be down below in the description. Okay, so let's go right over it. So there was recent news about 2 weeks ago or so that came out saying that Bank of America is having like a zero money down payment situation, and everyone was super into it, right? So let's go over the whole Bank of America offering the zero money down payment mortgage so that way you all understand exactly what it is and how you may qualify for it, or if you really want to go through with it. Okay, so Bank of America is offering zero down payment mortgages with no closing costs for the first time, home buyers in certain Black and Hispanic neighborhoods, in a new program designed to chip away at inequality in the housing market. So the whole point of the zero down payment mortgage situation is to chip away inequality between, whatever the data is showing, right? The new loan launched this week requires no minimum credit score nor mortgage insurance, which lenders typically charge when borrowers put less than 20% down. Instead of a traditional credit score, first-time home buyers may be evaluated based on their history of making timely payments for rent, utility, phone services, and auto insurance. Bank of America said the new mortgage, known as Community Affordable Loan Solution, is available in certain census-designated markets, including Black and Hispanic neighborhoods. So that's in Charlotte, in Dallas, Texas, in Detroit, in Los Angeles, and obviously here in Miami. So, Charlotte, Dallas, Detroit, Los Angeles, and Michigan. In Miami. Okay, a Bank of America spokesperson told CNN the bank will consider how to expand the program to other cities after an initial assessment. As part of its program, Bank of America said it will make a down payment on behalf of those borrowers. These grants of $10,000 up to $15,000, depending on the city, will immediately give borrowers the equity in the home. The Bank of America spokesperson said the mortgage will feature a competitive fixed rate. The zero down payment mortgage could conjure up bad memories of the subprime mortgage crisis, which was driven part by some unexpected lending standards. Millions of families lost their homes due to foreclosures, and lenders, including Bank of America and Countrywide Unit, lost billions of dollars. McCoy, a former mortgage regulator at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, said the Bank of America zero down payment feature comes with risk, especially because home buyers will have little equity. If home prices plunge, borrowers could end up underwater on their mortgage, obviously. The problem of underwater mortgages is when they occur in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis, we don't want to go through that situation again. And it spawned millions of Americans, or millions of foreclosures during that time. So, to wrap this up in a really nice bow, if you live in Charlotte, Dallas, Detroit, LA, Los Angeles, or down here in Miami, you have the ability to take advantage of the zero money down payment, mortgage situation. But just keep in mind that it is something that if you don't, one, your interest rates most likely will suck. And two, do some deep diving research, okay? Because in 2008, unfortunately, I'm one of those babies that was actually, affected of that. My grandma owned a home at the time, and then our house went into foreclosure because she did a home equity loan, and she was so convinced that it was something that she should do. A lot of advertisements. You know, unfortunately, my grandmother at the time didn't have any like financial guidance, right? So she took out a home equity loan, didn't, you know, do what was supposed to be done with it, you know, invest or anything. And then that caused us to go into foreclosure. And then from that point on, since I was 13, I pretty much lived in apartments. So it's really sucks because like I feel like this advertisement of zero money down is kind of like, hey, everybody come get it now, come get it now, come get it now. But it's also the same exact game that was played in 2008. And it's not funny because I am a child that was affected of something like this. And I would have had more stability growing up had, you know, my family not been affected of something like this, the exact same thing, the exact same email, the exact same blast that they did with this zero money down program. You know, this was something that was done pretty much in 2007, 2008. And then next thing you know, we have a lot of foreclosures. It's really sucks, you know, so I want you guys to pay attention and read between the lines. When they say Black and Hispanic families, also read between the lines of that too. Think about the areas and what parts of the cities of development that they're actually approving you for these home loans. Because we're not talking about some super rich neighborhood. No, okay? So do your research. Now, that is the Bank of America's zero money down payment. You don't need a minimum credit score. You don't need to have home insurance. And they're actually giving you the grant up to $15,000, which is usually around that 20% down payment anyway, what you would do for rather you were getting a home. So let's move forward to legacy homes, okay? If you guys have never heard of legacy homes is a pretty much a program or a place that they give out home loans to specifically to, you know, African Americans, okay? What I love the most about this particular program, and I joined their webinar on Saturday to just get some, you know, some information about this particular program, and it's really, really good. They have so many different opportunities for African Americans to be able to scale and to be able to own a home, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. Legacy home loans is a place where African Americans can actually have the chance to close the gap for real. Because to be honest with you guys, we all know the only thing that separates us from, you know, another ethnicity, like stuttering, but ethnicity and things like that, it's just one house, right? So to close that gap, legacy home loans, or, you know, the entire program gives us 4 different types of opportunities within this home loan group to be able to scale that, right? So they have a program that's called Closing the Gap. They have like a zero money down program. They have a like a personal credit, you know, repair program to help you build your credit so that way you can be in position. And to be honest with you, with legacy home loans, all of their score requirements are actually not that bad, you guys. So I'm going to bring up some information here that I actually got from the webinar. I'm hoping that you guys can kind of see it a little bit. So let's see here. Might be a little ghetto, y'all. Okay, let's see here. Either way, you know I'm going to put the what you call it. So, hey, good morning. So it says this is legacy home loans, okay? And so when I was going through, you know, their really cool webinar, they was giving out some really good information. And so this is one of their programs descriptions, right? But they have multiple programs, like I said, like 4 or 5 of them in their program that, you know, you can join. But this is, I think, one of the programs that majority of their like, you know, people or their customers or clients sign up for. So it's pretty much general terms. You could be a W-2 employee, 1099 contractor, self-employed, retired person, anybody who has some type of income coming in. They have like a certain type, only like 6 cities that they're doing like a certain program with. And I believe, sorry guys, I'm gonna put my phone down. I believe that program is the Zero Money Down program, and they're only doing it in 6 cities. And I know one of the cities is, I believe, Atlanta and Houston. I know that for sure. I don't think they've gotten down here to Florida yet. Let me get to the page because that was my screenshot. to where we would get some really valuable information here. Legacy home loans, if you actually heard of them, let me know, because they're going really viral, and I am so excited to actually start this. I'm actually going to start the program myself. All right, yes, all right. So this is what I want you guys to see. So these are pretty much their different types of, credit score requirements for their different types of home loan opportunities. Obviously, they have government loans. They do accept government loans, which is the first-time home buyers, FHA, VA loans, USDA, and you only need a minimum credit score of 580 or around 600, right? And we all know about the FHA program. I've spoken about that program a lot on my channel. Conventional home loans, we know about them. That's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Minimum credit score of 620. If you get a conventional home loan, I always advise that you go with Navy Federal, right? Because they give out the best interest rates. And then down payment assistance loans. Then we have a minimum credit score of 640, some as low as 620, depending on the area. And then closing the gap loan program. And this one right here is the most most effective, I believe, and actually their program that is really going to help help us out a lot. This one right here, closing the gap program. So the closing the gap program is something that they've actually been going viral with on Instagram. So you definitely want to go to their Instagram and get more information. Legacy home loans. But you only need a minimum credit score of 620. And what closing the gap loan program does is it pretty much guarantees you the loan, puts you in position. So even whether you have the credit score or not, they're going to help you be in position to be able to get that particular, opportunity. And then once you get approved, you get your amount or whatever you're approved for, and you go shopping. And I really like that program because it's something that I believe is something that should be offered nationwide. So I'm really excited about that particular program itself. So legacy home loans, if you don't agree with the Bank of America situation, right, you can always go with legacy home loans. Now, I know a lot of controversy with this particular program is because it's only for Black people, right, or it's only for African Americans. And a lot of people might feel like, oh, that's discriminatory. Technically, it's not, okay? There is a lot of loan programs out here that are, specific, demographic, that are targeted, especially for those particular VA opportunities, veteran loans, women-owned small business loan opportunities, Hispanic opportunities, tribal opportunities if you're a Native American. So there's always opportunities for each demographic, each specific ethnicity. So for this particular program to be open solely specifically for, us, for African Americans, I think that this is really great, and I think we should spread the word and, utilize the tool that we have. Legacy Home Loans has been trying since 2008, okay, with pushing out this program. And so it's never been the best time other than now to actually take advantage of that program. Legacy Home Loans, okay? Legacy Home Loans, I'm going to put both of the links down in my description so that way you guys can, read up on the Bank of America Zero Money Down program to see if that's something that you're into. Remember, it's not offered in all states, okay, in all cities. And then Legacy Home Loans, so that way you guys can get some more information and actually speak to someone located in your local, area, so that way you can get more information. Okay. Hey, good morning. Do you have to have a business? So we are talking about, this is more personal today. So we're talking about home loans because, and also, see if you guys can, I haven't really, seen the question in the webinar, but they haven't even said anything whether or not you can or cannot use this information for, or use these loans for like an investment property. So double check. Okay. So I'm going to get off of here because obviously in 15 minutes, I got to get started with some consultations. I came on here with a rope so I could set the tone so we could talk about home loans, the importance of owning your own home, right? It's very important because that is what actually closes the gaps between, you know, all ethnicities here in our multicultural country. But if you guys want more information, obviously click the links down below. I'm giving you guys some time to ask me any questions before we get off of here. Oh, and just to let you know, if you guys have actually been going to the grants.gov website, it's down, okay? It's down. I just wanted to let you guys know that grants.gov website is currently down right now until September 29th. All right, you have like a couple of days from, you know, today. So September 29th is when 2022 is when it will be back up. They're revamping. I'm really excited about that because that means that there is new grant opportunities that they're finally going to upload on their website, okay? So I'm about to have tons of fun when September 29th comes. So grants.gov site is down right now. It's A-okay. It's a small delay, but we have other places to look for grants for through like Hello Skip, Hello Alice, and different places, okay? So if you guys really enjoyed this information, make sure you share it so that way other people have the opportunity of knowing the difference between the home loan opportunities that they have. And then also, you know, if you guys want any more information about how you can possibly utilize this opportunity for like an investment property or any type of retail you know, information that you may need for your business, or you want more information about this just personally, just text me to 305-686-0781, okay? Or you can click the link down below in the description to book a consultation with me, all right? So I'm about to go and talk to somebody who already booked the consultation, okay? I want to talk to old Shelby, but until then, you guys have a beautiful week, all right? Move with grace. Be positive, all right? Don't listen to nothing else, all right? Stay focused. We want to end the year strong, okay? So the whole point of ending the year strong is gaining as much information as we can, all right? Building that strategy, being productive, executing it before the end of the year, and then let's start, rinse and repeat, and start all over again, okay? This year has been a little bit rocky for everyone. You're not the only one in that boat, okay? I'm here with you. So let's do this. Let's have a great week. And stay positive, all right? Until then, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.